Only when he rests his head on the pillow does he feel the accumulated tiredness of the day. His gaze fixes on the melancholic white ceiling, appearing grayish-purple in the darkness of the room. Jungkook. As soon as Taehyung starts relaxing his body, promptly turns off the lamp. He attempts to lie down next to Taehyung, shoulders brushing, and fidgets for a minute or two. Enough of this. Taehyung exhales, whispering loudly, and then he abruptly raises his right hand. With his left, he unexpectedly wraps it around Jungkook, pulling him towards himself, making the boy lie not on the pillow but on his own shoulder. You know I would have hugged you later anyway. We can skip all these attempts to get comfortable. I just didn't. Okay, Jungkook sighs. Thanks. I guess, for a while, they lie in silence. Taehyung listens to the gradually calming breath of the boy, and Jungkook can't help but acknowledge the slow and steady heartbeat in the man's chest. He's calm, Jungkook thinks, and for some reason, it relaxes him too. Taehyung's quiet voice suddenly breaks the silence, and he just hopes the boy hasn't fallen asleep yet. I just want to thank you for letting me stay, Jungkook. I know I broke my own promise, but you still let me stay. Thank you. Jungkook remains silent for a while. He bites his own lip, struggling with a myriad of thoughts about what to say in response, then decides not to try to come up with the most fitting answer. I hope you don't regret it. Our house hasn't seen a cheerful Christmas in many years. It was still cozier than most of mine's. For a while, they fall silent again. Taehyung gently strokes Jungkook's sharp shoulder, clad in a t-shirt and sweater, feeling the warmth from Jungkook's palm resting on his chest. Jungkook, the man's voice echoes in the quiet of the room. Here, can I ask a question? You don't have to answer, and it might be too personal. It's just my curiosity. You can shut me up if you want. I usually don't need your permission for that. He lets out a tired laugh, earning a smile and creases in the corners of Taehyung's eyes. But yes, you can ask your question, sir. At least, you can try. Is that why you work so much? Why you always need money? Taehyung frowns, and the desire to smack himself surfaces as soon as he voices a question out loud. It's all because of your family. Jungkook shrugs, and Taehyung utters his heavy sigh. They don't have anyone else but me. And my mom's allowance barely cover anything. So, I don't have a choice, Mr. Kim. I know, if I lived alone on the money I make in New York, I could afford much more. But they're my family, sir. I can't just ignore the fact that they need my help. But you're only 18. Just 18, Jungkook. You can't take on so much responsibility. I'm 19 now, he slightly childishly argues, even though he knows it does little to change the situation. And sometimes you have no choice but to take on that responsibility. Not everyone has the luxury of time to get back on their feet. You just wouldn't understand, especially as someone who grew up with a silver spoon in the ass. I'm not trying to offend you, love. I just want to understand. I want to get to know you better. There's nothing to know better here, Mr. Kim. Jungkook lifts himself from Taehyung's shoulder, propping up on his own elbow as he gazes at the man. There's never been and never will be any secret about me. Here I am, sir. I'm just Jungkook, a boy living in a tiny village who never allowed himself to dream of anything more than just getting out of this hole and living a little better than the people surrounding me all my life. I undressed for money, deceived my own family, and I'm not worth more than what club guests pay for an hour with me. And if you thought that somewhere in these facts there's some damn attractive secret to unravel, then I'm here to disappoint you, Mr. Kim. I'm an open book. I'll go further. I'm a half-empty book, and it'll bore you sooner than you think, sir. Even in the darkness, his face illuminated only by the echoes of streetlight filtering through the window, Taehyung notices the sadness. He sees the shadow of sorrow from how deeply Jungkook believes his own words. He touches the boy's cheek with his palm, witnessing Jungkook squinting and shaking his head in denial. If everything you're worth is the cost of an hour of your work, would I have come here today? Taehyung whispers, stroking his cheek with a broad thumb. Would I have come here today for all your words about yourself were true? Jungkook quietly sobs, still keeping his eyes shut. I have no idea why you barged into this hellhole, he suddenly murmurs, swallowing tears. I have no idea what you want from me, and more importantly, when to expect the end of your stupid game. I hate you, Mr. Kim, because every day I have to fight with myself and force myself not to believe that you genuinely care. I hate you for making me trust you. I hate you, Mr. Kim, because soon you'll hurt me, and it's inevitable, and I hate knowing it but keep allowing you to be near me over and over again. Jungkook. Jungkook, baby, I hate all of this. I hate that I'll never be worthy of someone like you for real. I hate that there's nothing in me beyond my body that could make anyone stay. I hate all of this, Mr. Kim. And even more, I hate myself because I can't fix it, Taehyung murmurs in denial, shaking his head, and forcefully pulls him closer, enveloping Jungkook trembling, tear-streaked body with his arms. No, the word escapes his lips with such certainty and firmness that it's hard to doubt its truth for even a second. No, Jungkook, baby, of course no. No, I hate you, Jungkook cries, burying his face in Taehyung's chest, and Taehyung reflexively holds him even tighter. I hate you, Mr. Kim, because I keep waiting and waiting for the moment when you'll decide to disappear from my life. I'm preparing myself to let you go, and you just won't leave. Leave, he almost chokes, harshly squeezing out the last sentence. Just leave already. I hate waiting for the pain to come again. I hate waiting. Taehyung closes his eyes, fingers digging into Jungkook's fragile body, and buries his nose in his damp post-shower hair, inhaling deeply and swallowing hard. I don't want to leave, Jungkook. I want to stay. I want to make you happy, make you feel good, alleviate at least half of the problems that are hindering your life. I want you not to think that life is such a horrible thing, Jungkook. So let me stay. I don't know how to navigate this, Jungkook. I'm not good with feelings, but I know that I care about you. I might not have all the answers, but I want to be here for you. Jungkook sniffs, his breath shaky, but he doesn't pull away. The warmth of Taehyung's embrace is a balm to his wounded soul. I don't know how to let someone in, Jungkook confesses, his voice barely above a whisper. I've been so used to keeping everyone at a distance, and now it feels like I'm drowning in all these emotions. And I know it will hurt, he whispers with a slightly broken voice, not daring to lift his head. He's not ready to look into his eyes again. So how much of a fool am I to let you into my bed tonight, Jungkook? I'm not stupid. You know. I know you won't stay. No, not like that. I know you won't stay. The young man's voice sounds so softly and broken, yet still uniquely gentle, sending shivers down Taehyung's spine. Taehyung wearily closes his eyes, his lips brushing against Jungkook's forehead. Then let me stay, even if just for a little while. As long as we both are okay, let me be here with you. And then, I promise, Jungkook, I'll try to do everything to make you feel better. I promise. I'm sorry, Jungkook mumbles, his words muffled by the fabric of Taehyung's silk shirt. You have nothing to apologize for, Taehyung assures him. Lean on me when you need to. You're too good for someone like me, Jungkook mumbles, a self-deprecating whisper. Taehyung chuckles softly, thrumming away the remnants of tears on Jungkook's cheek. There's no measure for goodness, Jungkook. We're all just trying to navigate our own storms. Let me be here for you, in whatever capacity you'll allow. And if you let me, I'll stay as long as you need me. No games, no expectations. Just us, for however long you want. Jungkook lets out a quiet sob, almost imperceptibly nodding, and tightens his embrace around Taehyung, delicate fingers digging a little deeper into the man's back. As if he fears Taehyung might stand up and leave in the next moment, as if all of this seems like a dream from which he'll wake back into the cold and painful reality. Please, Taehyung's heart skips a beat, and warmth rushes to his face. It feels as if his blood is roaring in his ears, and what he just heard is nothing but a creation of his feverish mind, fueled by his inexplicable attachment to this boy. Thus, he can barely manage more than a quiet and slightly uncertain question. What key, Taehyung? And that's all it takes for Taehyung. With a slow and deliberate movement, he cups Jungkook's face in his hands, thumbs brushing away the lingering tears. He leans in, their lips a breath away, and pauses, giving Jungkook a chance to pull away if he wants. The air is charged with anticipation, and Taehyung can feel the beat of his own heart. Jungkook doesn't retreat, instead, he tilts his head ever so slightly, closing the gap between them. Their lips meet in a soft, hesitant. It's a tender exploration, a delicate dance between two lonely people yearning for a connection. The taste of salt from the lingering tears mingles with the warmth of the shared moment. It's a kiss that speaks of comfort, and the unspoken promise of something more. Taehyung's hands cradle Jungkook's face gently, and the world outside their embrace fades away. Jungkook exhales audibly at the contact, and as Taehyung's fingers gently wipe away the trailing tears on his cheeks, a soft sob escapes Jungkook's lips. Taehyung, with increasing intensity, cradling his face in his hands, fingers pressing into the hollows beneath his jaw, eager to bring him even closer. Deepening, Taehyung moves slowly and capturing each of Jungkook's sobs in his own lips, hoping to absorb all the sorrow and foolishly aiming to alleviate that suffering. As Jungkook relaxes into Taehyung's hold and Taehyung slowly lowers him back onto the pillow, leaning over him, the sobs transform into quieter, labored breaths. I'm